It's the penultimate event of the 2021 Rose Ladies Series here at the Buckinghamshire Golf Club. The weather is set fair, the course is in excellent condition, and we're all set for another thrilling tournament. It's a venue many of the players know well, as the Buckinghamshire is home to the Ladies European Tour and hosted the ISPS Hander Ladies British and European Masters from 2012 to 2015, as well as the third event of last year's Rose Ladies Series. Lydia Hall won here in 2012.
To win here at the home of the Ladies European Tour, my first win, and to have my parents and close friends here as well, it was a perfect way to win my first event.
Tara McTaggart finished second in her first event as a pro at Northants 3 days prior.
I think for me it's just remembering this is only my second pro tournament, so just exactly the same as I did sort of on Monday, just go out there, try and play my best golf and then see where you're at the end of the day.
Belle Wardle also made her first appearance in the paid ranks earlier this week.
Do you know what? It wasn't until actually I got down to the 18th that it felt a little different, because I was like, oh, this is like my first ever round as a pro. I was expecting it on the first tee, but I was really pleased to get off with a birdie off the first, so the nerves went away.
Providing a platform for young players to launch their careers is a key mission for the series.
When the tour was first announced, it just sort of resonated with us straight away and our company values. So, we're all about bringing in new talent as well as helping established players and established employees be successful in their careers. So, what a great initiative to be involved in. Watching these young, talented golfers have a platform, to play and hopefully let everyone see how talented and good they are at what they do. So, it's been unbelievably rewarding.
The course is a stock par 72 that measures 6,292 yards.
They've made huge improvements and have brought a long wispy grass in over the bunkerage. They've brought quite a lot of bunkers in as well. On hole 10 they've brought a couple in, 11 they've brought one into the middle of the fairway, so they've made it a little bit more difficult than it was. 2, 3, 4 under par should probably take it today, but you never really know, to be honest.
Belle Wardle parred the opening hole, and she was unlucky not to pitch in for birdie at the second. The bogey would follow on the third, and she'd par her way to a 1 over par front nine. West Country native Sophie Keach started her round with 5 pars, and she got under par with this superb birdie putt on the 6th. Annabelle Dimmock had her boyfriend, the former Love Island contestant Chris Hughes, on the bag. And this spinny approach would set up a birdie on 2. Her eventful front nine included 3 birdies, a bogey, a double bogey and a triple bogey. The runner-up at Northants, Tara McTaggart, drained this putt for a 2 at the third, but she made a double bogey on the par 5 fifth. Gabriella Cowley fired this wonderful approach into a couple of feet to set up a birdie. She was level par through 6 after on a bogey, birdie, bogey from the 4th. Chloe Frankish finished 11th and 6th in her last 2 Ladies European Tour starts, and she made a birdie 4 on the par 5 opening hole, courtesy of this second shot. She would bogey 2 and birdie 5. 26-year-old Gemma Clues holed this downhiller for a birdie on the 378-yard second hole, but she would give it straight back on the next. Sophie Stone made the dream start with this birdie at the first, added another red number on the second. She would let a shot slip on the 6th though. Kennesaw State University graduate Dulcie Sverdlov was another player under par early, as she added this birdie at 6 to another on the previous hole. Lydia Hall had 2 birdies and 2 bogeys on the card when she reached the drivable par 4 8th, and a terrific tee shot yielded this 14-footer for eagle. It's extremely tight at the top with 5 players at 1 under par and 4 more at even par. Shea Bowers is one of those at even par. On the 9th hole here, a beautiful par 3 just in front of the clubhouse. Front left pin. And that's safely dispatched just right of it. The 8th is the signature hole, and it's a risk and reward, potentially drivable par 4. The safe option, go down the right-hand side, or you go straight for the putting surface. 257 yards to the pin, about 200 yards to carry it if you're going at the middle of the green. And I think most players will go for it today, because where that pin is cut, if you do lay up to the right-hand portion of the fairway, it's a more difficult shot in. The pin only just over a deep bunker at the front of the green. But if you go straight at the green, even if you come up a touch short, you're playing right the way up the putting surface, and it's a far easier second shot. Birdies and eagles await here today. Amy Bolden not having the day she would have wanted at +3 on the tee, the former LET Rookie of the Year back in 2014. Oh, but that's a very brave tee shot, fired right at the flagstick. As you can see, a little bit of wind helping, so it's pretty comfortably reachable for most of the girls in the field today. Up ahead, Brewerton on the 9th, this to get back to level par. Oh, it was quick down there, but she judged it really, really nicely. Just catches enough of the right edge. So Brewerton turns in 36. Bowers playing alongside her. We saw the tee shot. Not quite as quick as Brewerton's here from this angle. Always just a touch on the low side though. Cowley, this looks a difficult lie, a little bit of a downslope perhaps for the second shot. And it's playing back towards the water on the 8th as well. Yeah, a little slope just before the pin that helps her ease that one down. It's an intimidating shot, that one though. Any bunker shot back towards the water, and she's played it well. McTaggart, well, she's taken to professional golf like a duck to water, hasn't she? Speaks so well also, revelling in the opportunity to test her game at this level. And that's a good tee shot. Brave as well. She took on that flag, but it will be a very quick putt from there. Lauren Taylor playing alongside McTaggart. Brisk action. Oh, and fired straight at the flagstick. Got a lot of spin there as well. Well, that's as close as we've seen all day on the 9th. Yeah, every right to be smiling about that one. Great look for birdie coming up. This is Sophie Stone. Opting to putt it. Fair bit of fringe grass to come through. Oh, a little bit of pace past the hole. That's going to give her a good 8 feet coming back for her birdie on the 8th. The brave tee shot of Bolden, straight at the pin over the water. This for eagle. Go on, turn a little. Oh, and it goes. Fantastic eagle. A real risk and reward par 4, that one. And she's certainly got the reward for the risky tee shot. Amy Bolden back to 1 over par now. McTaggart, you don't see too many balls over this side of this pin. And it just runs out of steam. She got great praise from American Solheim Cup player Austin Ernst when she played with her in the Women's Scottish Open Pro-Am earlier this summer. Lauren Taylor with the broom handle putter to finish off after that fantastic tee shot, and she does. Great two to get back to +1. Stone, so going slightly up the hill back this one. Oh, and rattled in, that was confidently done. She wasn't worried about the one coming back with the pace that went in at. All smiles for Sophie Stone. 2 under par. Now Gabs Cowley to get under the card. Yeah, that's a really good up and down from that back left bunker on 8. Frankish has taken solo ownership of the lead with a birdie on the 7th. There are now 3 players, 1 shot adrift. Sophie Stone on the tee at the 9th. Will she fire straight at this one? Oh, she does. Excellent approach from the University of South Florida graduate. We've seen that putt before, though. It's quick and there's a fair bit of turn left to right. The leader, Frankish, going for the green on the 8th. 27th on the LET Order of Merit this season, so playing well, but that is a mistake. Well, we saw the reward for Bolden picking up the eagle, and that is the risk. Long putt for Cowley, and it gets really quick right about here. Oh, hello. Oh, my word, that is an absolute rip snorter. All the way from the back of the green. You could give her 100 balls and she probably wouldn't hole another putt from where she was there. That is sensational. So Cowley now to 2 under par as well, and of course with Frankish finding the drink on 8, it could be all change at the top of the leaderboard. Bolden to back up the eagle on 8 with a birdie on 9. Just lacking a little in pace, but she's right in this tournament as she heads into the back 9. Got her first LET win last year in Switzerland. Frankish, well, this is to save bogey. There's still plenty of work to do. And it's going to be a double, and on a hole where players are making eagles and birdies today, that is really going to hurt. Frankish drops from the lead back to level par. Stone to get to 2 under par and a share of the lead alongside Cowley. Never quite gave it enough to the left-hand side. That swung a lot early. She tidies up though. Very nice front 9 of 35 strokes for Sophie Stone. Cowley now leads after those back-to-back birdies at 8 and 9. But there are 7 players within 2 shots of her, and we've seen how quickly things can change. There are plenty of players poised to strike. Who's going to win the penultimate event of the season at the Buckinghamshire? Tara McTaggart made a double bogey on the 13th, but she bounced straight back with this perfectly judged birdie try at the next hole. Another drop shot on 17 would give her a 74. Shauna Detrue was 2 over par early in her round. But this brave and magnificent tee shot on 8 enabled her to tap in for an eagle 2. She shot a 3 over par back 9 for a 3 over total. Wales's Bolden bogeyed the 12th, but she got that shot back with a deuce at the 150-yard 14th after knocking her tee shot close to the tricky front right pin. Her compatriot Lydia Hall fell out of contention with a double bogey on 15 and a bogey on 17, but she finished on a positive note with this birdie for a 74. Frankish responded well to the double bogey on 8 by getting those shots back with back-to-back birdies to start the inward half. She bogeyed 13 and saved her par by rattling in this 10-footer on 14. Keach got to 1 under par with red numbers on 12 and 13, but made a bogey 5 on 17. This putt was for a 71, but she would make the one coming back for a 72. The 25-year-old Stone hit this fine approach on the 12th. She would 2-putt for par and continued to ride the par train over the next 5 holes. Cowley extended her lead with a 3rd birdie on the trot at the 10th and a 6th pickup of the day at the 15th. This long birdie attempt wouldn't drop at 16, but she tapped in for par. Cowley is in control on -4 with just the par 5 18th to play. Talia Martin, 2 under through 13, is now her nearest challenger. The 18th is a 501-yard par 5. We're sure to see drama because there's that big old tree in the middle of the fairway. It's about 130 yards short of the green, so the players will have a decision to make. Do you take the green on in 2, in which case you'll probably have to work it one way or another around that tree, or do you lay up? If you do take it on, go up the left-hand side and there's a pond lurking to gobble up any errant shots. I'm sure we'll see birdies here today. Will we see an eagle though? Cowley's hit a good tee shot here, and she can peer around that tree. It's not a bad angle, and with an iron in hand, a decent chance to get it on the putting surface. She came out of that one a little bit though, and I think that's just trundled into that front bunker. Good 35-yard bunker shot there. That's not easy. Father Carl on the bag. Stone, who's playing alongside Cowley, still going along very nicely at 1 under par. She laid up, so this is her 3rd. Oh, that's a very shooty first bounce. Well, and it's gone all the way through. Can't help but think she was a little bit unlucky there, thinking pace would come off of it into that upslope, but that first bounce really shot it forwards. First look at Talia Martin, 2 under par. Can she get up and down to save her par and stay at that number? Well, that's an excellent touch. Gives herself every opportunity to do so. Cowley from that front right bunker on 18, the leader. There's a little ridge there, it's just clambered up onto the correct tier. That's a pretty good effort. With that much green to cover and a little slope in front of the pin. Didn't want to be flying that one all the way. Big shot this for Sophie Stone, 1 under. Currently around 3rd spot. Don't think she carried that one quite as far as she would have been hoping. So Martin just to tidy up for her par on the 14th and stay in 2nd on her own. Yeah, very handily done. She plays at Peterborough Milton Golf Club. Amy Bolden, well, we've seen some spectacular shots from her today. Can she finish on a high here on 18? Doesn't quite drop. Simple tap in for a closing par. Couple over today, Amy Bolden, 74. Some great shots, but a few too many errant ones as well. Cowley has this to post 67 in the clubhouse. It's about 15 feet. Oh, and you sense she knew it wasn't going in quite early. Obvious disappointment there. Simple tap in though. And 68 is a very, very good round of golf at the Buckinghamshire today. There's the smile. That's going to take some beating. Players still out on the course. But as we've seen, this closing stretch, not easy. Stone for her par. That's really well done. 71, 1 under par, currently third. Ultimately, that 68 was enough for Gabs Cowley to take the trophy. A couple of other players did finish well, though, in the later starters. Lauren Horsford dropped back to level par with a 4 at the 145-yard 16th, but she holed with a putter from the back fringe for a birdie on the final hole and a round of 71. Martin lost momentum on the back nine by bogeying 15 and 17. However, she holed this beautiful curling putt for birdie on 18 and also a 1 under par total. And you can see what it meant to her. Gabriella Cowley completes a hat-trick of wins this season with that 68. Stone, Horsford and Martin ultimately share second place on 1 under par.
Happy to get the win. I feel it's a little bit of a relief, you know. Started the season really well. Been playing okay on the LET, but to come back on the Rose Series and get another win means a lot to me, yeah. I do love the Rose Series. I love coming and competing and playing the courses that we do. Obviously, every course that we get to play is such a great golf course. The conditions today at the Bucks was really good. And I just love competing and just keep trying to better ourselves, really.
She received the trophy from Justin Rose's father-in-law, Peter Phillips. Another day to remember for Gabriella Cowley as she seals her 3rd Rose Ladies Series victory of the season here at the Buckinghamshire. She's now one of 2 players who has the chance to win the Slink Slam bonus of £50,000 at the grand final as all eyes turn to Bearwood Lakes. We'll see you there.